What's up, guys? MrGimms back again for another DEADBY 22. Jesus, it's still going. Can't believe it. All right. Leave your entries in the forums below, and I'll read your opinions in the next episode of DEADBY. We're gifted with this lovely banner at the start of DEADBY this week. It looks nice, looks pretty, looks good. And Alright guys, let's get into it. Alright. Why are Demogorgon players so damn admirable? We are, aren't we? I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but every Demogorgon player I come across plays well, doesn't tunnel, doesn't camp, pressures us, and lets us have a not too sweaty, but not too easy game either. And when we get decimated, or when we decimate him, they all go GG, well played all, fun game. But yeah, I do notice that a lot of Demogorgon players are knights. I'm also a nice player and I play him quite a lot, so it's weird. It's a coincidence. I second this. Never met a demo player that's acted cocky or arrogant. If anything, it's the opposite. Honestly, I think the reason demo players are so rare is because as much as people love him, there's better choices, especially at red ranks, where required gens drop quicker than my self-esteem. Jesus. Unrelated side note, love the name. Yeah. Rank 1 mindset. Yeah, demo players are nice. They're nice people. Are the developers aware of how unfun and unfair playing Killer is? Oh god, an essay. We're just gonna ask the question and not read that. That's a lot. It is paragraph to be. Give them credit where it's due. Yeah, so are the developers aware of how unfun and unfair playing Killer is? It's not the people who 4K every time in red rank use meta killers, they just get bad players. It depends on the time and region. Bit of a point to that. For example, in Europe, if you're in the evening, you play mostly against bad players. It's not unusual that you get maybe only every 20 matches a good team. When you play earlier, the chances of good teams is a lot higher. Yeah, for me, because Europe as well, when I'm on stream, it's full of sweat squads. But at night, you do tend to get belly chilled, you know, experience. You come across the odd. I mean, there are still a few, but not as many as during the day. I feel bad for killers who struggle at red ranks because I hate reading people say they keep buffing survivors and nerfing killers. I bet they do though. This just isn't true, and it's something people with little experience in the game constantly say. This year alone, killers have been buffed massively compared to survivors. I hope I see some proof in this. Also, killers can play for fun, but they choose not to. You're putting all the blame on one role. I mean, I could pretty much 90% say you're a survivor main with this sentence, but this just, yeah. They want to win like survivors do. I played meme builds as killer recently when I didn't care if I won or lost and I enjoyed it. You did enjoy it because you're not a killer main. So you're just having fun with it. You don't care. You think it's taking the piss, really. I know the kind of person you are. People say that because they think just because killers were nerfed, they automatically think that something of survivors was buffed, even though they're just widening the gap for how strong each side is. They do get buffed all the time, survivors, and the killers don't. Killer's pop was touched when it has the same sort of parameters as DS does, but DS wasn't even looked at. I've been playing this game long enough, I don't need to be told. It's obvious to me which side's stronger now. The loading screen is obnoxious. That's definitely one way to put it. Roll that clip. Learn the game more. Or at least 70-30. Yeah, anything, as long as it... A loadie. Just turn down the volume at least. I'm talking about the sound she makes when she gets hooked in case people can't tell. People can tell, buddy. I do like it. She's mid-poop screaming. She's fucking doing something. And obnoxious is really... Yeah. The audio peaks so hard it distorts the audio when she screams. I hate it so much I might buy her and use her when I'm having a bad night in game. Okay. I agree, but personally I think Zarina is worse. Zarina can be a little bit odd too, actually. It sounds fine for me. One of the best voice actors in my... The volume just needs to be lowered and it's fine. It's so loud. Yeah, it's like Steve Harrington. It's just ridiculous, man. Why is Freddy still not nerfed? I love the survivor mentality this week. Always on point. Ooh, Mandy talk. Oh, shit. I can't be asked to deal with toxic people today. So if you have a toxic reply, just move on and leave us people trying to have a good time alone. You're a dickhead. I had one like you last week, didn't I? You're just telling people of any sort of intelligent conversation to fuck off right out of the gate. Okay, now that Freddy's now that that's out of the way, oh God, you're fucking bring down the importance level. Freddy is by far the worst killer to go up against, and I'll explain why. Because you're waiting for me to explain why, because I'm the most important person in the room. His power to teleport, easy to dodge, however it can still be faked. It's mind gameable, yeah. You make a decision, they make a decision, who wins? Next, he also has dream pellets and snares. Well, he doesn't also have dream pellets and snares, he has to choose one. To slow us down, okay. That's just adding insult to injury on maps like Leary's in the game. Insult to injury? What? He's got the highest kill ratio on the results list. Beat Spirit if... whatever, that sucks. Yeah, that DBD tell us though. I don't believe these for a second. It could be true, I just don't believe it because I don't believe anything. Can you even outrun Freddy? I mean, even without his snares, he is difficult to outrun, but at least possible. But with snares, you instantly get caught after vaults and drops. You don't instantly get caught. You're just saying it's an insta. Like if I drop a snare right there, I'm going to get a kill. Like, yeah, you're not talking properly. Sleep timer, a nice little mechanic, but should work like pigs and only have 4 spread across the map so you don't have to waste half a match traveling. Waste half a match? Jesus, that's a bit intense. If anyone has any ideas to help balance Freddy, let's put them here because in his current state, I just suicide as soon as, look, of course you do, you survivor main. What a dickhead. And to all you Freddy mains who want to cry about this post, stop playing a pay-to-win killer and actually learn to play a killer who requires skill. What a dickhead. Should DS be base? Oh, I can't even take it seriously anymore. Tunneling is a big problem in the game and it makes the game very frustrating for survivors. Should DS be implemented as base kit to deter killers from tunneling, so giving them one of the best perks in the game for free. Every game. One-time use of 60 seconds after they get off the hook. Let me know your opinions. No, until 12 hooking becomes viable. Hell no. That would be a good way to quadruple the survivor queue times. Yep, this guy knows what he's talking about. Never use it, very rarely have any use for it. I don't agree with that. Yes, a weaker version. Maybe the nerfed version that's being proposed could be base. No. Anti-tunneling should be base kit. No, it shouldn't be. I don't know, man. Like, a lot of survivor mains, or just idiots in general. That has nothing to do with you being a survivor main, I guess. A lot of people are just gonna say, like, they just say on the forums just for the sake of it, I get tunneled every game. It's like, man, I play all the time and I don't get tunneled every game. So why is everyone being tunneled every game? Am I the only person in the community who doesn't get tunneled? Why punish killers? They are just doing their objective, aren't they? I get it, like they should be doing it in a more maybe, I mean, they're killers at the end of the day, but at the same time as well, it does suck being tunneled. I mean, it happens to me on stream sometimes and it pisses me off. I get it on both sides, but adding it as a base kit or a weaker version, I think, is probably stretching it for me. That's probably when I leave the game. Because I'll just be like, right, okay, that happened. I will lobby dodge if I see this. This game is a serious problem in that solos are too easy for killer and survivor friends are too hard. Okay. That's why when I play killer, I'm going to dodge if I see all survivors are my platform or all of them are from another platform. That's pretty in-depth, dude. You're a bit of a pussy. I have to assume there are 4-man survivor friends, which is very miserable experience playing against. Oh, you got to get a grip as well. There's a 3 and a 1. I'll humor it because it might be hard, but yeah, you're a bit too much. You do you. Does dodging a lobby before it starts incur any kind of penalty? I hope not, but I'm genuinely wondering as I'm still a bit new to the game. It doesn't. It just means you probably stay stagnant at whatever skill level you currently are, and you just go cherry picking. That answers it better than anything I could say. That's 100% spot on. Yeah, you're stuck at the same skill level. You're not willing to challenge yourself. Yeah, I know. It can be really hard sometimes. Get a grip and get in there. God. Free Legion sweater code? I don't think it's fair that they're giving away codes for stuff I've purchased. It's not. I do think it's great that the less fortunate who can't afford the cosmetics are allowed to get some of the stuff they normally wouldn't, but what about those of us who have financially supported the game and have already bought it? We should get the Oryx sell amount for the item we already own. Interesting. Just a thought. Again, kudos to those who get it for free. I'm glad you are giving back to the community, but the codes are essentially useless for the items that have already been purchased. They can't decide what they want. They can't, and that's why I can't respect what they're doing at this situation. Yeah, I don't know. I don't agree with anything Behavior's doing with the codes. Why don't more killers play twins? I can answer this before anyone else says anything. They suck. I hardly see any twins anymore. Why? Some people don't have them since it's the newest killer. It's interesting. A lot of bugs, both with gameplay, mainly related to Victor and emblem scoring. That's true as well. Twins are overall not very strong as for now. Yeah, and I hate it that I'm still seeing streamers back them up and saying, they're so good, they're so strong. Oh yeah? Incomplete, bugged, and bad, useless. You play them in the most boring way possible. Yeah, you have to if you want to win. Plus, Victor's locker interaction got fixed, which basically hurt the killer even more. It did. The 10 seconds isn't enough. It's so ridiculous. Test your game. We need an LGBTQ survivor and killer. Do we need them? Or do we want them? It's two different things. We should get an LGBTQ survivor or killer as a person who likes the same sex. I would always enjoy seeing a cross-dresser or drag queen in a horror game. I have some great ideas. Okay. They're working on it. Behavior just wants to do that character justice and not turn them into a stereotype. What do you mean not turn them into a stereotype? I was reluctant to do this one. They're a drag queen. If it's a drag queen, it's a drag queen. What's the stereotype? I don't get it. I'm neither here nor there if you're a drag queen. What I'm just saying is what's the stereotype with the drag queen? Oh, he's such a drag queen. Yeah, he's a drag queen. We don't need it. Oh, it's a bit rough. Buffalo Bill. Buffalo Bill would be cool. Hannibal, new killer? Buffalo Bill, new killer? As long as we get Jodie Foster as Clarice Starling. Good to see you here again. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't get this comment. Stereotype a drag queen for a drag queen. I don't get it. Weird. Well, anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for now. Yeah, some weird combos this one. Survivor entitlement, a little bit of killer entitlement too, which is nice, refreshing. Keep it fresh. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like the video and want to see more like this. We're up to 22. It's done really well this series. And also, if you want to join the Discord and continue the conversation there, make sure you join my Discord. All the links to everything you need to know is in the description below. All right, guys, I'll see you on stream tomorrow at 2 p.m. Catch you later.